So I'm just in the house handling business. I haven't been around online for a while. We have family in town for the holidays, and I'm just kind of trying to just get back in my groove. But I was sitting in my office. I was having to talk to doctors, and I just remembered a conversation that really stuck with me last week that I had with we have Kaiser for our medical coverage, and I was thinking about how I was speaking to one of the representatives, and I was being a little hard on myself, and I guess you could hear it in my voice. I didn't say it, but I guess you could hear it in my voice that I was being a little hard on myself. And she said simply, don't beat a dead horse. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. And she reminded me in that moment. All I could do was stop because I was being hard on myself internally. I guess, like I said, it came out a little bit, but I was being hard on myself internally. But I so appreciated those words of wisdom in that moment. Um, I know Oprah once said that most of your aha moments are not things that you don't already know. They're things that you already know within yourself. You just kind of need to be reminded of them. So in that moment, I felt like she reminded me. It was another like little aha moment, something I completely already know. Things will happen when they're supposed to happen. Um, but I needed to hear that in that moment because things weren't happening like I wanted to them that day. They just things were not happening like I expected, like I planned, like I wanted that day. And it was an error that I'd made that caused it, which is why I was being hard on myself. But in that, it just reminded me of everything that I say, I how I kind of move, but then I'm hard on myself, right? So that's not me being kind to myself, which caused me to reset again. I have to go reset and meditate when I see that I'm being a little tough on myself. But that's true. Things will happen just as they're supposed to when they're supposed to. And that's life. That's your journey. However, whenever, whatever is supposed to happen will happen just as it's supposed to when it's supposed to. That means you do everything that you're supposed to. That doesn't mean you be negligent, right? So that means that I can't be negligent and say, oh, well, I'll just sit here and wait. No, you don't do that either, right? I remember a pastor saying that your downtime is your preparation time. So that means that I need to be ready. That means I need to get ready for whatever is to come, and that means I need to prepare myself and put myself in the best possible situation so that when whatever is supposed to come, I'm ready for it. You have to be ready for the opportunities or for whatever is to come. So if we're talking about fertility journey, then that means that I need to be ready. That means that my body needs to be well, right? My mind needs to be well. So many of us have been so hard on ourselves the whole time while we're preparing to be pregnant or have a child that when our child gets here, we're still not ready. Like we have to get ready. We have to be whole. That's all parts of our journey, all parts of our life. We need to be whole. We need to be well mentally and physically. Like we need to be well. And in that moment, I wish I even remembered her name. But in that moment, that representative, she was amazing for me because she's absolutely right. When everything is supposed to happen, it will happen. Why are you stressed? Why are you worried? Also, my sister-in-law sends me a lot of stuff, but one thing she sent me one day was when you know God is always on time, you wait differently. So even though I messed up that day, it's okay. I'll wait differently for this next month or so that I have to wait. But anyway, I just wanted to share that little conversation that I had that took all of 5 minutes, But it just reminded me of some truths, simple truths that we have to live by. Everything will happen when it's supposed to, right? All right. Now I'm going back to being focused on being kind to myself because I haven't been for the last few weeks. So that's my intention overall, one of my many intentions overall of being kind to myself, because I noticed over the last month or so I haven't been. So let me go be kind to myself, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.